Good morning. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. The hearts and eyes of the nation are upon Carroll County, Texas this morning as the details of that horrific tragedy continues to unfold. As of this video, 47 confirmed dead and scores still missing. And I want to be delicate when I do this video, but I have to speak honestly on this. This tragedy was largely preventable. You see, when the Trump administration came into the office, the first thing they did was they made 25% cuts in the National Weather Service and NOAA. These organizations are responsible for forecasting storms and alerting citizens of danger so they have time to evacuate. And the problem, as I understand it, because I've been following this since last night, is that they never knew what hit them. They never knew what was coming. And in some places, they got a 30-foot wall of water. When the surge returned back to the sea, there's some bodies that will not be recovered. And all of this was preventable. This is the same situation when Trump decided to fire 800 air traffic controller workers. And then 10 days later, we had that disaster at Reagan. And instead of taking responsibility for his actions, he blamed DEI. Well, when I was on active duty, we had a saying: when you're in leadership, everything is your fault. Now, I know that no one has a crystal ball and that these things do happen. I've had some personal tragedies myself where fortunes turned in the wrong direction and people got unalive one way or another. But in leadership, you take responsibility. You have Kristi Noem, when being asked last night, what do you think happened and did people get enough time to evacuate? Her retort was, equipment's being upgraded. Once again, this is an incompetency in our leadership right now. Because even if that's the case, and we don't know that to be true, why in the hell would you upgrade technology at the beginning of the hurricane season? She also started to deflect that it was possibly the state of Texas' fault, when traditionally FEMA, NOAA, and the National Weather Service have worked in concert to keep Americans safe and to help them after disasters like we had over the weekend. There's one thing that I do understand about all of this, is that competency at the highest levels of leadership must be maintained. And instead of sweeping it under the rug and blaming it on someone, I sure hope that this administration will take a look at themselves and take the appropriate steps to restore FEMA and NOAA and the National Weather Service, so we're not seeing these tragedies unfold on both shores and the Gulf of Mexico, because this tragedy was completely preventable. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. If you like my videos, please like, share, and follow me on YouTube. Have a good day.